Pisces, welcome in, sit down, rest your fin, get yourself a nice drink. I know what you Pisces are like because I am one. Cup of tea, biscuit or five, that kind of thing. Get comfortable. This is for you Pisces for September 2023. I know the date often eludes us. Where we're going, we don't need dates. So from one Pisces to another, what are we going to expect? Let's take a couple, okay, that's okay. Let's take a couple of overall energy cards for the month. And we've got 3. Ooh, very nice. Not half bad, wouldn't kick it out of bed for eating crisps. We start off with the 3 of Cups. Now, when you've got the 3 of Cups, this is kind of tri-elegy. So it can be kind of triangles. It can, I'm not getting that vibe, you know, third party, weird, extra type stuff. Not getting that. I'm getting communion, friendship, nattering. Pisces love to gossip, love to natter, but also love to be on their own sometimes. There's the hair on my camera. Sorry about that. So this is catching up with friends. It's Mercury retrograde until the 15th of September. So this could be old friends. This is something that happens to Pisces. Let me know in the comment section if you concur. Pisces has, I would say, like a litany, I think, of old friends, old lovers, whoever they are. This sort of ragtag and bobtail of people who will just literally pop up, send a letter, hit you up on Facebook, whatever it is, and just say, oh, I'm passing through. Or you'll just bump into them randomly in town or something like that. Expect all of that this month while Mercury's retrograde, but also rocking, and I don't know if, is this a wolf cut or is this a mullet? You decide. I know, I was watching Brad Mondo the other day and he showed some girl doing a wolf cut in the shower. It was amazing. Her hair was amazing anyway, but I'd say wolf cut rather than mullet. Either way, you've got the Page of Cups, Pisces, and the Page of Cups is nice. Page of Cups is someone asking you out on a date, or somebody, if you're in separation from somebody, a little text popping up from them. It's not the King of Cups. It's not the whole enchilada. It's not the full proposal. It's not even guitar under the window. It's more what you're up to, I miss you type thing. But it can also be an apology from somebody. It's a reaching out of kinds. It's a reaching out in a slightly ramshackle, slightly chaotic kind of a way that probably suits you down to the ground. And I feel like it's connected with the 3 of Cups. Some of you could be hearing from somebody who was a friend / not quite a friend, lover, not quite a lover. One of those Pisces, who knows what we'd call it. We're not going to label it. We're fish relationships. It feels like they will be around. They will be in your orbit. That's very nice. It can also be meeting somebody online or meeting someone, even just meeting someone somewhere, bumping into someone, all that kind of energy. It's very nice energy. If you're in a relationship or you're in some kind of connection with somebody, it's also opening the account, admitting something, saying something, coming up with something, reaching out. And it's Cups energy, so it's all energy that you know about, you can cope with, and frankly, you're in your element. Then we get the 7 of Pentacles. The wheels are Pentacles. This is the Golden Tarot. 7 of Pentacles is you, Pisces, and you're kind of computing where to go next. It's good when you get it in the 7 of Pentacles because I feel like as a Pisces that we do flip over into our Virgo side more than most opposite signs do. Someone said this in the comment section the other day. I was talking about budgeting because of course everybody thinks Pisceans never budget, but as the late great Linda Goodman said, You know, if the you-know-what hits the fan, watch her get her pencil out. Do you know what I mean? And of course it is always a pencil, because a pencil can be rubbed out, and no Pisces likes to write in permanent ink. Are you with me? Personally, I'd like to write in invisible ink that disappeared after they'd read it. Can you imagine? That is so Piscean. Anyhow, one of my subscribers on the Pisces thing, I think it was, or the daily video, said, us Virgos never budget. You Pisces are flipping into your Virgo all the time and budgeting, and it's kind of true. So I'm just putting some hand cream on that smells of chocolate. Oh, I wish you could smell it. Pisces, we've got the 7 of Pentacles, and we're getting our abacus out. Now this can be our emotional abacus, it could be our financial abacus, but we are assessing the harvest. Do we want to put more energy into this, or do we want to find a different person to play with, path to follow, direction? Okay. It's nice energy because it's very grounded. That's what I mean. It's evidence-based. You're in your Virgo energy. You're tapping into your earth side. And even better if you've got something like a moon in Capricorn or Mars in Capricorn or something like that, which I have. It's very handy. Some good old earthy placement in your natal chart will help you no end, Pisces, in whatever it is that you are assessing, looking at, calling in, thinking about. Yeah. Then we get the 4 of Cups. When you're taking reckoning, you're going to be in what I call emotional neutral. Pisceans can do this. You may be feeling like as well in the first, because we've got a full moon in Pisces, haven't we, as we step into September. I think it's on the 31st of August. Yeah. Full moon in Pisces is very good for Pisces. We do well on our full and new moons. Some signs don't, but we do. The picture as well, that's gorgeous for September. That full moon in Pisces for you is kissing one part of something goodbye, as every full moon should, but it's also opening up the prospect of something else. But you need a little while just to go into emotional neutral, as all Pisceans need. You know, we all need solitude as a Piscean. Again, let me know in the comments section your thoughts on solitude as a Piscean. For me, it's essential. It's like plugging your phone into a charger. You know, then I'm ready to go. I can rock and roll after that. But I can't just keep exchanging and receiving energy off people all the time in real life. I find it strangely a lot easier to be online, but in real life, pretty exhausting, and most Pisceans are the same. Got cards just rocking out for you here, Pisces. Right. So find probably towards the end, because it's Mercury's retrograde in Virgo, isn't it? So towards, as the 15th gets nearer, the mid-month, you get more ready to go out, ready to meet, ready to jibe, ready to be with people and structure something. And until then, you may be like thinking things over, assessing your plough, as it were. Okay, 4 more cards just popped out. I know. Some of you are confused about something or someone. There's a lot of confusion around an issue or a person. Now, this is not new for Pisces. Confusion is our middle name. And also Pisces, what I want to say, because you've got the Knight of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords, okay? It's just saying it's going to take some time to get to clarity. Confusion for a Piscean is fuel. Very often within confusion, a Piscean can get a bit upset, a bit lost, a bit confused, a bit, I don't really know what's happening here. But actually within the clouds of Pisceanness is often a whole lot of sense that you pick up, which you can only get if you allow yourself to be in that confusion and to really relish it and sit in it for a while. So you may be wondering what's happening with a relationship. You may be wondering what's happening with a job. There is something here with a time element to it with that Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. But know that clarity is coming, and probably again around the time of mid-month leading to the new moon. And I think it's a new moon in Libra. I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's either Libra or Virgo, and I honestly can't tell the difference. It might be Virgo, actually. It's new moon in Virgo. It kind of says both in my moon diary, which is very annoying. Makes sense for it to be Virgo, but there you are. When you get the new moon around mid-month, you're going to get some clarity. It may be about a secret or what somebody tells you. Okay, if this really resonates, Pisces, there will be an extended reading like there is most months. And in that extended reading, we look at how do they feel about you, what's going on with your person, channel messages, get freaky, get another cup of tea and some more biscuits. It'll be the first link in the description box if this resonates for you. Okay, love life. Whew. Let's look at the cards. And they're all wonky and you can't see them. Okay, we can correct that. Kind of. We're among fish here. It doesn't need to be perfect, thank God. Unless you've got Virgo rising or something. Let me know in the comment section, have any of you got Virgo rising? I'd love to know how that works. Okay, we've got, in fact, let me know your rising sign in the comments. Mine is Pisces. I know, there's no hope. 9 of Cups and the 7 of Wands for your love life, Pisces. Woof. Okay, the 9 of Cups is Jupiter in Pisces. So you're very at home with this card. Think about the planet Jupiter. Think about what it means, okay? It's luck, which is great because we want to be lucky. It's expansiveness. Jupiter is also one of your rulers alongside Neptune. I think it's the older ruler. So you've got a whole great big slab of Pisces luck here. All the universe wants you to do, Pisces, is ask for what you want. And I would say the time to do this, it's time to let go of what you don't want around the time of the full moon at the beginning of the month. As you work your way into the new moon, in whatever sign it's in, you need to be sowing the seeds. Remember, this person assesses and ploughs, but then sows the seeds and is constantly keeping it going. That's the extent of my farming knowledge. The 9 of Cups is the emotional wish card. What do you want in this situation? What do you want to know about? What is it that's being held back from you? What is it you need to know about? Insist on knowing. And also, what is it that's going to make you happy in your life? Lovely Pisces. What's going to make you happy? 7 of Wands next to it. Very interesting. So we've got 2 7s so far. 7 of Wands is a card of doing something Pisces doesn't really feel comfortable with generally, which is standing up to be counted, drawing a bottom line, having boundaries. I know, I said it, boundaries. Having boundaries and communicating them to somebody else. This is something we would much rather not do. We would rather this happened by osmosis. We would rather we didn't have to kind of face this sort of nasty thing. It's not natural for a fish to have boundaries. We live in water. Water vaguely has boundaries, but not really. And they change all the time. You could be dealing with a fire sign, some of you, or with somebody who's just a bit stronger willed than you are, seemingly. And it feels like, because this is your love life, it feels like in order to get what you want, you very much have to put out there what that is. Both to this person and to the universe. Let's take a couple more cards for your love life. I'm getting a hymn in my head that we used to sing at school that says, "We plough the fields and scatter the good seed on the ground." Does anybody else know that hymn? Did anybody else go to primary school when there was always a piano in the assembly room and somebody played it and you had proper hymn books that was one between two? I know. I actually used to love singing the hymns. Oh, there we go. Oh, yes. It's a very Piscean card, actually. Okay, so for your love life continued, we get two majors. We get the Hierophant. Nice. And we get Judgment, which is very Piscean and looking very Piscean. Okay, so Pisces, the Hierophant. Hierophant, or the High Priest, is commitment. For one, it represents marriage. It represents convention, taking things to the next level, but also gurus and wisdom, and where your wisdom comes from. Some of you may have been having a relationship or have a connection to somebody who has some sort of guru status in your life. Like you look to them for answers, or you just vibe really well with them intellectually and spiritually. Also, the question of commitment may be involved in your Nine of Cups, about where this is going, or what you want, or what kind of relationship you're looking for, whether you're single or whether you're in the middle of a relationship at the moment. It feels like you're sounding out what you're going to get. And that's happening whether it feels like a good idea or not. It's just the way it's going to come to you. You're going to feel like that. I feel like for some of you there may have been some dithering or shilly-shallying about something. And with that Judgment card as well, of course, with Mercury retrograde, this could be with exes, it could be with friends that are lovers that are friends, that whole thing of it being a bit of this and a bit of that, sort of an ex, sort of not. It's a bit of a sort of an everything coming back for another review. I mean, this is what Judgment is. I'm rather glad to see that, actually. And that. Let me just take myself out a minute so you can see the cards. Back in a minute. Okay, you get the Ace of Pentacles and you get the Ten of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles, very glad to see this card. It's also coming underneath the Nine of Pentacles. Whatever situation you're in, whether it's love life, whether it's career, whether it's your life in general, it's going to be a fairly slow burn. Things are happening kind of almost behind your back in a good way. While you feel nothing's happening, everything is happening. It's that kind of energy. And then the Ten of Swords, which is underneath the Ace of Swords, is just telling us that you are reaching the pinnacle of something, the end of a cycle, which may have involved some kind of painful memories or some kind of old wounds. It can be family, it can be from exes, old relationships, or even the current one. But you're reaching the end of a pain cycle. I think I remember, was it the August reading or the July one or one of the weeklies, or maybe it was both actually, when definitely we were getting some very difficult cards. I'm just getting my True Love deck out. We were getting difficult cards, Pisces, weren't we? I mean, I had to apologise for them at one point. I I think I actually called one of the videos, if it doesn't kill you, it will make you stronger. So I sort of felt like I had to, really. Should we have a love card for you? Should we have a love oracle card for lovely Pisces? It looks like there's some element of repair here, with the Page of Cups being a card that is often equated with apologising, and Judgment being a card for going back to the future. And with a Pisces, this is even more telling than it is with other zodiac signs. Pisces have a very relaxed view on time normally, and again, leave me a comment about this. We feel like the past is the future is the present. I mean, it all seems to be fairly quantum to us. So there's something here about going back to something, about revealing something, about secrets coming out, you taking a backstage on something, having some time to yourself, thinking about it, realizing it's a marathon, not a sprint, asking for what you want and doing any new moons, seed planting exercises here, taking things to the next level, saying what you want and letting your voice be heard. Whew. And then this kind of backward glance, this feeling of sorting out something from the past, making good plans for the future that can stick, and naming your misery in this card. And then the Ace of Swords, breaking new ground. Pisces. Don't normally sum up like that. Gosh. I kind of felt like we needed to. Okay, Pisces. Belinda Grace, True Love Oracles. This is rather nice. First of all, you get maturity, and that's from the Hierophant card as well. It's reaching a new understanding about who you are and how you relate to others and what you do with your pain. And you may find that you're writing this out. You may be writing a memoir, some autobiographical stuff. You could be doing this in group, or you could be doing this as a teacher. Many Pisceans are born to do that. Okay, let me know if you've ever thought about doing that in the comments section. And then you get something a Pisces secretly needs so much of, which is emotional freedom. You need this to live, Pisces. You need this to breathe, literally. And then, lovely Pisces, this is like your 9 of Cups coming in. We get abundance. Absolutely gorgeous energy. You can manifest and bring in anything you want. Maybe stick that in the comments section if you've got a good buzzword or sentence that for you really helps to ramp up your vibe. Let's see if we can raise the vibe in the comments section. I did this on a mid-month for Geminis. It was amazing. People were leaving all kinds of gorgeous, encouraging things in the comments section. So leave a good vibe comment in the comments section, some nice emojis. Let's let it sparkle. We can raise the collective Pisces vibe. I'm getting into it. My arms are going up. Folk Lady's going to start dancing soon. I can tell you the sandals are coming off. Maybe not. That's not all. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to go and do your extended reading. It's the first link in the description box if we want to know more about your love life. See you on the other side. Namaste.